Hello again. When Lawrence Fox, the former actor, set fire to rainbow flags in his garden, I didn't think much of the stunt. It struck me as an idiotic thing to do, and I said as much in a video here. However, it was clearly nobody's business but his own, and so after expressing my irritation, I thought that would be it. Now we learn, though, that the Metropolitan Police, who are usually too busy to respond to burglaries and car thefts, suddenly have all the time in the world to spend on investigating whether anybody was upset by the sight of a man spraying lighter fluid over stuff in his own garden and setting fire to it. In the description to this video, I give a link to an article in the London Evening Standard, and I quote, "A spokesman for the Metropolitan Police said police are aware of a video posted on social media in relation to pride flags being set alight. Officers are currently assessing the footage and inquiries are ongoing." That's officers in the plural. That is to say, more than one police officer is looking at the footage from Twitter. Has anybody watching this video tried to get the police to attend to a crime lately, say after having your home broken into? A report of car theft or vandalism? You will be very lucky to see a policeman in person. The most that usually happens is that you're given a crime number so that you can claim on your insurance. Something to do with gay people and transsexuals, though, and they will pull out all the stops. Of course, this doesn't actually involve people at all, whether gay or transsexual. It only involves a bunch of little flags, so one wonders why the police think that an offence might have been committed. If Lawrence Fox had been burning homosexuals in his back garden, I quite see that that might have been a police matter. But flags? What on earth is going on here? The answer to this question is simple but alarming, and we can turn to Ireland if we wish to understand what this is all about. There, the Criminal Justice Incitement to Violence of Hatred and Hate Offences Bill is still being debated in the Senate, and it's due to pass into law this year. It will make it a criminal offence in effect to say or do anything which might upset or disturb any immigrant, homosexual, Muslim, black person, disabled person, or anybody belonging to a list of other groups with what are known as protected characteristics. This will include people hoping to change sex. Debating the law in the Senate last week, Pauline O'Reilly of the Irish Green Party advanced the increasingly popular view that it's okay to limit people's freedom of speech or action in order to prevent anybody belonging to those groups from discomfort, as she put it. She argued that if somebody's actions or words caused discomfort, then that should be grounds for limiting his or her freedom of speech. This is, of course, nuts. I have no right at all not to be made uncomfortable. I have a legal right not to be threatened, attacked or abused, certainly, but the idea that I have a right not to feel discomfort at other people's words or actions is a new one. I often feel discomfort when people are being stupid or annoying, but I can hardly call a constable to come and arrest them because I'm annoyed by their idiocy. I worry too that some people are talking and believing nonsense, but that isn't against the law either. Once Ireland passes this law, you can see that the British will think that it would be a good idea to have something of the kind on the statute book here. Just imagine a law which meant that people who made me feel uncomfortable could be taken off by the police. You can kind of see the attraction there. Ireland is leading the way in this idea, but it's now gaining traction, as they say, in this country as well. So although Lawrence Fox didn't harm or threaten anybody other than a few flags, it is thought that some homosexuals or sex change cases might have been upset by watching what he did in his garden, or rather watching a film of what he did in his garden, and that this might be grounds for arresting him. Personally, I think it was a foolish trick designed to cause outrage and draw attention to him for some reason. But that doesn't mean that it should be against the law. The fact that Scotland Yard can actually assign at least two police officers to watch a clip of film on Twitter of a man setting fire to a flag in his back garden on the grounds that somebody might have experienced discomfort at the sight is utterly grotesque. It sums up all that is wrong with the British police these days.